Hello and welcome back to the classes by Mrs. Monisha Nagpal. We are back again with the topic linear equations of two variables. Today we are going to do word problems based on this topic. As you can see, the very first question is there on the board. The sum of two numbers is 50 and their difference is 16. Find the numbers. So here there are two numbers which we have to find out. So what we can do, we can assume. So let the numbers be x and y. Okay, we have assumed the numbers as x and y, where we can suppose that x is more than y, means the greater number we have considered to be as x. So it is given that the sum of two numbers is 50. Now in these kind of sums you will see there are two conditions. So you have to trace those two conditions and put them in the equation form. So the sum of two numbers is 50. This is one condition. The difference is 16, the other condition. So x plus y is 50. This is one condition which is giving you equation 1 and the difference. So x minus y is 16. This is the equation 2. Now in the last video we had discussed about the various ways of solving simultaneous linear equations or linear equations of two variables, in which I have discussed with you three different methods, that is substitution method, the elimination method and the cross multiplication method. So you can, if you have not yet gone through those methods, please refer to the previous videos, the links of which will be mentioned in the description box. Please go through those so that that part is clear, so as to make this part easier and comfortable for you. Okay, so now solving, I will be using the elimination method here because it goes faster, and this is x minus y. Now because we can see that the two equations, one is with x plus y, the other with x minus y. So if we add the two equations, the y gets eliminated. So if we add the two equations, so x plus x is 2x is equal to, this is 66. So this implies x is equal to 66 by 2, that is 33. Now we have got the value of x as 33. Now you can put the value of x as 33 in any two or any in any one of the two equations and get the value of y. So we can use this excuse me. So x plus y is 50. That implies y is equal to 50 minus x, or 50 minus 33, that is equal to 17. Alright, so the two numbers we have got. So answer, the required numbers is equal to 33 and 17. So see, 33 plus 17 is 50 and 33 minus 17 is 16. So I hope this sum is quite clear to you. Okay, now we shall be moving on to the next sum. Okay, the second sum on board. The students of a class are made to stand in complete rows. If one student is extra in a row, there would be 2 rows less. And if one student is less in a row, there would be 3 rows more. Find the number of students in a class. So, excuse me. So there are students who are made to stand in rows. You can see here. Okay, the dots are clear. Okay, the dots are clear, I suppose now. So each of these dots represents students. So you can see how many dots I have placed in each row. This is a row. This is row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now there are 5 students in each row in this diagram of mine. And how many rows do we have? 4 rows. So what is the total number of students? 5 into 4, that is 20. Okay. So number of rows into number of students in each row will provide us with the total number of students present. So this concept we are going to use here in this sum. Now, so let us assume, let there be x rows and y students in each row. What did we consider? We are considering there are x rows and there will be y students in each row. So total number of students in this case would become x into y. That is how we did over here. Number of rows into number of students in each row. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and this way 4 rows, so 20. So x into y. Now there are two cases here. Case 1. What does case 1 tell? That if one student is extra in each row. So initially each row had y students. Now there is one student extra in each row. Means now the students are one extra in each row and there would be 2 rows less. That means the rows in this case would be 2 less than the original number. So if one student is more in each row, then the number of rows is 2 less than the original number. So here number of students is equal to x minus 2 into y plus 1. Okay, that is xy minus 2y plus x minus 2. Now this is equal to the total number of students. Now total number of students is not changing. What is changing is the arrangement is changing. But that doesn't bring about any change in the total number of students. That means this should be equal to xy. That is xy minus 2y plus x minus 2 should be equal to xy. Now xy minus xy, when you bring this xy this side, become a 0. So this equation becomes x minus 2y equals to 2. This minus 2 I have taken that side. So this is one equation. Now similarly, there is a case 2 also in this case. What does the case 2 tell? Case 2 tells you that if one student is less in a row. So here now students is one student is less in a row. So y minus 1. Now there would be 3 more rows. So here the rows become 3 more. So initial was x plus 3 now we have. So here also total number of students will become x plus 3 into y minus 1. That means xy minus x plus 3y minus 3. So this is again going to become equal to xy. That is xy minus x plus 3y minus 3 is equal to xy. So the equation becomes minus x plus 3y equals to 3. So you can see we have got two equations over here, equation 1 and equation 2. Alright. So you can see we have got two equations. Now it's time to solve the two equations. So x minus 2y equals to 2. This is equation number 1. And minus x plus 3y equals to 3. This is equation number 2. So we can simply add the two equations. Then easily the x will get eliminated. So y equals to 5 we are getting over here. Because minus 2y plus 3y is y. And 2 plus 3 is 5. So y equals to 5 we are getting. Now substitute the value in any one of the two equations. You will get the value for x. So I will put it in 1. So y equals to 5 we are placing in 1. So 1 is this. So x equals to 2 plus 2y. So 2 plus 2 into 5. 5 2s are 10. 10 plus 2 12. So you can see the number of rows is 12 and the number of students in each row is 5. But our question is find the total number of students. So total number of students is what? xy. So 12 into 5, 60. So our answer is 60. So in all we have 60 students. Alright. So every sum where you will use your equations of linear equations of two variables, you will see there are two cases or two conditions given to you. These two conditions that are given to you, using them you have to frame the two equations. Once you frame the two equations correctly, then you can go for solving the two equations in any one of the methods. But I feel personally, my personal opinion, elimination method goes faster. If you are comfortable with the other methods, go for that. But this is mostly used method, the elimination method. Either go by addition or go by subtraction and eliminate a variable and find a variable and then go for finding the other variable. So once you do this, you will get the answer. So case 1, case 2, you will simplify them and frame them down and put them in the form of an equation. Simply solve the two equation, get the answer. So according to this question, our question was find the total number of students in the class. So 12 rows, 5 students in each row gives you 60 number of students in the school. So our answer is 60. Okay, going to the next sum now. Okay, the third sum on board. A boat takes 2 hours to go 40 km downstream and it returns in 4 hours. Find the speed of the boat in still water and speed of the stream. So, you see, suppose there's a waterfall here. Okay. Okay. And the waterfall is taking the water in the downward direction. Okay. The river is flowing in the downward direction. And there's a boat which is sailing in the downward direction. So, when the boat is sailing in the downward direction, the boat has some speed. It has some speed of its own. That is the speed of the boat in still water. That is its own speed. Now, when it is flowing in the direction of the current or direction of the water or direction of the river, the speed of the boat gets increased. By what? By the speed of the water or the stream, whatever. So, suppose x is the speed of the boat. Okay, and y is the speed of the water current or the river, whatever. Here, speed of the stream. So, when it is in the downward direction, when they are moving in the downward direction, the boat is going in the downward direction, the speed of the system becomes x plus y. Means in the downward direction, the speed becomes more. It goes faster. Now, if the reverse happens, that is if the boat is going in the upward direction. So, river will always flow in the downward direction. River will not flow in from downward to upward. It will always flow from up to down. So, when the boat is going from, meaning the opposite direction of the stream or on the opposite direction of the river, it has to face an opposition. Okay. So, to face an opposition, its speed gets decreased because it has to fight against the speed of the water. So, here the speed of the boat gets decreased. So, now the speed of the system during the upstream journey becomes x minus y. Please remember, from the speed of the boat, the speed of the stream is subtracted. And here it is added. So, during downstream, this is during downstream. And this is during upstream. You have also faced this. Say, suppose you are cycling. Suppose you are cycling and there's a gush of wind flowing in the opposite direction. You find it difficult to take your bicycle ahead, isn't it? So, the amount of force, the amount of speed that you are trying to ride your cycle with, that gets reduced. You find it difficult to ride. But the same thing if it happens in the opposite direction, means if the flow of the wind is in your direction, then what happens? You need not face that much difficulty. Your speed automatically increases and you reach your destination very easily with very less effort, because your speed is given a given a push. You are given a push with what? You're given a push by the wind, and then the speed of the entire system now is increasing. But when it's in the opposite direction, the speed is getting reduced. So the same story takes place here also. Like the wind, the same thing takes place with the water and the boat. So there's a boat here which takes 2 hours to go downstream. So let us assume that let speed of boat in still water. Why still water? Because the boat has a speed of its own. That is seen when it is in the still water. Still water means the water is not offering any kind of opposition to it, neither is it offering any kind of support to it. So that is the speed of the boat of its own. Okay, so let the speed of the boat in still water be x kilometer per hour. We are taking kilometer per hour because we can see distance and time here is in kilometer and hour. So we are taking the speed as in kilometer per hour, and speed of stream b y kilometer per hour. So during upstream and during downstream. Here also see two cases. Always you will find the two cases. You have to look for the two cases and put them down in the form of an equation. So during upstream, the speed is what? During upstream, speed is x minus y. So when the boat is going upstream, this is the downstream. Upstream means it returns. So it returns in 4 hours. So distance remain the same. Suppose it is going from A to B. Say it is going downstream or say it is going upstream. The distance is not changing. A to B remains 40 km only. What is changing is the speed is changing. Simultaneously the time is also changing. But the distance doesn't change. Suppose you are going from your home to the market or coming from market to home. What is changing? The distance between home and market is the same. Your speed either increases, then your time decreases, or your speed decreases and thus your time increases. Alright. So during the upstream journey, the speed becomes x minus y. So here during upstream, the time is 4 hours and the distance is 40. So we know speed is distance by time. So speed is 40, distance is 40 and time is 4. That means x minus y is equal to 10. This is equation number 1. Alright. And during downstream, it is x plus y, as told over here already. So during the downstream, you can see the boat takes 2 hours. So 2 hours means 40 by 2, distance by time. So x plus y equals to 20. Now I give you 20 seconds. You solve it. I assume that most of you will be able to solve. Come on, solve it. Giving you some time. This is very simple. X plus y, x minus y. Come on, quickly. Done, I suppose? Okay. So now solving it out. So adding the two equations will make the solving faster. If we add plus x minus x cancelled. So 2x equals to 30. So x is equal to 15. So x is 15. So we can use any one of the two equations in order to find our y. So let x plus y equals to 20. Second equation we are using. So y will be equal to 20 minus x. So 20 minus 15, that is your 5. Thus what we can see over here, we have to find the speed of the boat in still water. So speed of boat in still water is x kilometer per hour. That is 15 kilometer per hour. And speed of the stream is y kilometer per hour. That is 5 kilometer per hour. Okay. I suppose the sum is clear to you. So, yes, the speed of the boat in still water is 15 km per hour and speed of the stream is 5 km per hour. So, with these three sums, we come to the end of this topic, that is linear equations in two variables. Please go through the entire video so that the sums are quite clear. Make sure your concepts become clear. If you have any doubts or you want me to help you out in any of the sums, please do comment the sums in the comment section. Please don't forget to subscribe the channel to get or gain more of such kind of lessons in my upcoming videos. Like, share as much as you can so that I can help you ahead with mathematics. All the lessons based on this topic, all the topics that we have covered under linear equation, say one variable or two variable, the links of these will be mentioned in the description box. Don't forget to go through if you haven't gone through yet, in order to get a clear idea of this entire lesson, linear equations in one and two variables. So hope this topic will be very clear if you go through all the videos. Hope to see every one of you in the next video coming up very soon. Till then, take care. Bye.